Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Unexplained Files, and this is a big one for us. This is the first time that we've ever been invited to a venue, and we're actually inside and not at a graveyard. Woo! So this should be a good one. There's going to be a lot of creaking, perhaps some bangs, some screams. Who knows? We'll get in there, investigate, and find out. But stay tuned. I think this is going to be a good one. So we've had a couple chats with the owners of the place and their family, and heard some of the stories of what people have experienced here. It seems like the bulk of what happens seems to be over in this side. There's a big mirror over there that seems to be the centre of a lot of people's discomfort. There's also some rooms over the back there. I've done a little walkthrough over there, and there is a feeling of it's just tense. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, so we had a few things here. It's mainly me, my brother, and staff that have worked here. They haven't really wanted to be here on their own, because there's just weird noises and creaks and cracks and stuff. I've had a few parties here with mates, and then packing up when it's been dark. There's just been it's kind of like a scream, not fully. We've had a guess and think it might be the disco ball, but we've run that and it's just not the same noise. So there's just been a few things like that. And other people that have come down here on their own in the dark, they've always just had a sense of feeling like they're not on their own. It's a really weird vibe you get down here, but
I've had it.
yeah. Yeah, so there's creaking as well, but at night it does get a lot more. I'm not too sure if that's wind or something else.
Yeah, I know once we get to sunset and the building starts cooling down, you're going to get a lot of that. But I think once it's settled, that's when you're going to start noticing what's really making a noise. Yeah.
I'm just walking over now, past the little dance floor area they've got. And this half of the building is supposed to be where things take place. You can hear in the building that as it's cooling off, there's a lot of cracking, banging, creaks. But it's going to be interesting tonight to see if we hear any bangs, any scrapes, any noises. And one thing I would actually ask, if you enjoy these videos and you have been enjoying these videos, drop us a little comment down below, telling us how you felt about the video. Did you enjoy the video? Did you not enjoy? Is there anything you would like us to improve in terms of our quality and how we investigate? Are there any tools that we could start to use, or anything you want to say? Let us know how you feel about the videos. And also, if you could like the video, subscribe and share them around to people, that does our channel a huge help. And we're going to keep doing this anyway, but the more people, the better. The more fun we can have, the better locations we can explore for you. So yeah, but anyway, like, subscribe, all that goodness. We've been invited here. We're very thankful to have been invited here, but yeah, I think tonight's going to be a good one. I'm going to open up the space in a minute. Still early, still very bright, but I think now's a good time to do it. Let it be known to any spirits here and in this space that I open this space up for communication. We have some devices with us that we'd like you to interact with if you're able to. If you're curious, you can come over to us and see what we're doing. Interact in whatever way you feel comfortable and able. We have devices with us that will allow you to take energy. You can't take energy from us. But with all that said, let it be known that at the end of this evening, I will be closing this space and you can no longer interact with us and you cannot follow us. But until that time, this space is now open and you are welcome to communicate in whatever way you need to. Imagine if only they knew the Unexplained Files were paranormal investigating. Sent them years away.
This is what paranormal investigators do when they're waiting to investigate.
Exactly.
Alright guys, so we've just set up some devices over by the dance floor area. We've got the K2 REM pod, and we've also got a thermometer, digital thermometer, so we can see if there's any temperature fluctuations in as we're inside. We've also got some cat balls tonight, which we're going to try out, so we'll put those out in a minute as well. and probably do some audio recording and all. But yeah, now it's pretty much dark, we're gonna crack on with our investigation.
So let's switch over to night vision.
Yeah,
Let's go. If you are here, would you come and stand next to me? Don't worry about the devices next to me. You just come up, sit next to me. Why don't you try talk to me? We hear that a few people have been made a little uncomfortable in here by themselves. Was it you who caused that? Is it your presence they can feel?
Now's the time if you want to come and speak to us. You can come and stand right next to these devices, right next to Ryan, and hopefully you'll set them off and we can see that you're here.
Why don't you bang something? Make a noise in the room that we can hear.
Can you copy me? Copy what I do?
We were invited down here to come and document this place. Apparently you've made yourself known to people in the past. People have seen things, people have heard things. Are you going to hide from us? Or are you going to show yourself? We're not afraid to be here.
I heard something when I was here before on my own. Was that you? Can you come and make a noise, loud bang like that again? Because what I heard sounded like it was from around this area.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff in here. You can move it, you can push it around, you can knock stuff off.
The floor creaked, then I heard like a little I think it was the floor. It's very quiet in this room. If you make a noise, if you try and speak to us, if you knock something or step near us, we might be able to hear you.
Probably go to like the most haunted place on the planet and still nothing will happen.
The unexplained files, the only thing that's unexplained is the lack of evidence we're coming up with. Why don't you come and interact with a couple of these devices? I'll show you how they work. All you need to do is come and stand near them. The closer you get to these devices, the more they'll react. This device makes a sound, and this device lights up. If any of those devices go off, we'll know you're here. Or do you only want to scare people that are by themselves? Is that what you would rather do?
I heard a little knock.
Click over there. Like a little click over that way.
Yeah.
Was that you? Could you do it again? This building's been creaking all night. Why don't you make it do something else?
We could always take turns and just spend a couple of minutes on our own.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want me to leave you in here for a couple of minutes?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll just go outside.
Yeah.
See if anything transpires.
I'm all by myself now. From what I've been told, people don't like being here alone with you.
As it's usually people report stuff when they're on their own in there.
I think you should set off some of these devices. or make a noise. Anything. A bang, a shuffle.
Still quite light. Well, I say quite light. It looks a lot lighter on the camera than it actually is, but...
How do you know the people that own this place? They've told me about how uncomfortable they've felt here. Told me that it's friendly yet active. Doesn't seem very active to me. Come on. I'm alone. Can't you feel my fear? Do something. Give me a reason to feel this fear. Make a device go off. Make a bang, a knock. Make one of these devices go off. Was that you? I heard a creak then. Can you do that again for me? Or better still, copy the noise I make. Come stand near me. Make a noise. Well, it looks as though we're not going to get much of a reaction with the K2 or the REM pod this evening. It's been very, very, very quiet. In fact, when it was cooling down, there was knocks, bangs, creaks, you name it. But ever since the cameras are rolling, not a thing. Not a thing.
Nothing?
The odd creak here and there, but with the way that this building's been, the creaking is happening every 5 seconds anyway, so there's been a few little creaks and clicks, but zero. I asked it to make noise, asked it to copy me. Nothing.
What was that?
What?
Something just flew, I don't know if it was a bug. I saw something just go flew straight under my arm. Damn it, why can nothing facing me? Alright, I'll hang out for a couple of minutes. It's just you and me again. You able to come over here? Come stand next to me? Bang on something? Knock on something? Stand by these devices and make them light up?
This place does have a feeling to it, but I don't know, it's just very quiet. I don't know how much of that feeling is because we've come here being told that there's something here, or how much of it is just being in a dark room.
Can you repeat what I do? Can you do that?
Now that the sun's gone down and the temperature's cooling off, it's silent. And it's kind of strange in a way. You couldn't talk for 5 minutes without the roof sounding like it was going to collapse.
You're being very quiet if you're around here. Why don't you come and stand next to these devices? Come and sit next to me on this chair if you want. Can you move something? Knock on something? Make a bang? We had high hopes for this place. Hope you're not going to let us down. It's too quiet in here. You should come and make some noise. Liven it up a little bit. We're going to get bored and leave if you don't do anything. So quiet in here now all the creaking and that stuff. Was there like a bird singing really loud out there a few minutes ago?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear it.
Whistling? Because it was loud from in here. I thought it might have been a bird. We'll have to listen to it back on the footage. Because it was loud, whatever it was. First of all, I thought maybe you was whistling. Then I was like, oh, it could be a bird actually.
So we've had 0 luck with the K2 or the REM pod or even the thermometer. So we're going to put down the spirit talker just on the floor, and over on a counter here we have these little light up things which, when moved, will glow like no one's looking. But hopefully if they do glow, we'll be looking. One man here. One man here, says the spirit talker.
One man everywhere.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because there's 2 of us. So I don't know what that's trying to say. So we have this device now on the floor that will hopefully let you talk to us. You've not wanted to come near any of our other devices. But perhaps if you speak into this one, we might be able to hear what you have to say. Me.
Come on, do something, we're going to have to go home. We'll get bored. Come and use a spirit talker or stand by these devices. Then you'll be here on your own. You'll have no one to scare then.
Listen.
We will. You might as well give us something to listen to. I'm not impressed. That's what you just did.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I know that happens a lot, but the timing on that was pretty good. Was that you that made that crunch?
Dress.
I know my trousers are a bit baggy, but I wouldn't call them a dress.
I suppose a lot of people in here, because it was wedding parties, would be wearing dresses.
Do you know what this space is used for now? What do people do here?
I want to swing it round so we can jump.
Vehicle.
Fearful.
Well, we're not fearful.
Most people are when they're here, but we're not.
It's interesting it said dress though, because we haven't had that yet, and
No.
people would wear
I
dresses
mean-
in this place.
There was a woman out there earlier in a dress.
Yeah.
So
It was me.
it was you, the bang. Why don't you do it again? I don't think you were the one in the dress. She was firmly alive.
I'm over here.
Over where? Make a noise.
Wherever you are, make a noise, bang on something. I thought just had like.
Didn't hear anything like that. I thought I could hear like a whirring. We have some lights on the desk over here. Why don't you come and go near
Are
them?
we friends?
We could be friends if you're friendly.
I'm so undecided at the moment.
No, I'm not agreeing to anything.
Yeah. There's no contract signed yet, my friend. Shit.
I know you.
Do you?
Have you been following us? Have you been on other investigations or with us on other investigations we've been on?
Maybe it doesn't know you because you worked here.
Yeah, I used to work here. Do you know me from working here?
Do you know his name?
What's my name?
Why don't you make one of these devices go off? We've come all the way here. The least you can do is come over to us. I had that over there.
Yeah.
Eli.
Eli. Is that your name? Why don't you come stand over here with us, Eli? See, the creaks that I keep hearing now don't sound the same as the ones from the ceiling. They sound like as if on here someone's going like a bit like that. Are you friendly, Eli?
Why don't you come and move one of these cat balls over here? Move the one in the middle.
I'm taking my time.
You're taking too long.
We don't have much time here. If you take too long, you're not going to be able to show us anything. The people that own this place, is there anything you want to say to them? I'm sure they'd like to hear from you.
They'd like to know you're here. Or what you're doing here.
Investigator.
We are. What do you say, investigator? I'm a bit... it's a bit of a dig.
Beautiful here.
I know.
It is. Did you see the sunset? It was beautiful. It's a bit more interesting when it's stuff that is a bit more relevant to where we are that we haven't even heard before.
I mean, we've never heard.
I'm telling the truth.
Well, we're glad to hear it.
It's quite interesting to hear investigator when, naturally, what are we doing? It says, I know you, you worked here. Saying it's beautiful here, that's not one we've had before.
No.
We've had the opposite every single time.
Everyone says that comes here.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, we've got footage of, you know.
I mean, it's one of this place's kind of selling points is that it's in a scenic place. Do you have any messages to share, Eli? If that is your name.
Figure.
A figure? Where? I'd love to stay here and talk to you a little bit more, but we're going to need to hear some more from you before we do. Otherwise, we're going to have to leave. Maybe even talk into our cameras.
We've got to do something. Make some noise.
Do you want us to make some noises? That's fine. Why don't you copy this? Copy that noise for me. If you talk to us some more, we may be able to come back here one day.
Do you want us to come back?
In the ceiling. See, anything I hear from the ceiling, I'm control.
Do you have any control? You're not doing anything.
Anytime I hear like a bang that comes from the ceiling, I'm kind of like, it's been happening, but it's the ones that's like low.
I can't quite tell where it came from. I heard it.
To me, it sounded like that corner back there. So you've given us a couple of names and you've said some things to us. Is there any messages you wanted to share with people? Be that the people who come here, or maybe anyone who watches this. You might not understand how, but there's a chance that a lot of people could see this. What would you say to them if you could? Do you want them to come here? You can make more friends. Evelyn.
What did it say?
Evelyn, but it's pronounced Evelyn,
Yeah.
like the name Evelyn. I'm bored of names now. I want something more interesting.
Why don't you make a loud noise for us? Really loud.
I'm from the light.
You're from the light. That sounds lovely.
What are you doing here?
Orb.
What was it? Huh?
Just saw an orb just go.
Anna.
Anna.
I've had Anna.
That's a lot of names. So how many of you here are there?
Be quiet and listen.
Understood.
Better do something there. There's almost like a feeling that it's so quiet, something's going to happen, but
Yeah. I'm waiting for the chair to flip or something. So far, over the course of our investigations, we've had 19, 14, 15. I'm slightly concerned that it's counting down our days. Does it know? How many of you are here? If there's nothing more you want to say, I guess we'll have to leave.
Bye.
it's a bye.
Fine. Oh, bye.
I thought that's what I said.
Well. Is that what you want? Do you want us to go? We can. All you have to do is say, and we will.
When we're ready.
When we are now.
It's
Oh,
dark
this
out.
camera's dead, nearly.
Your camera.
My camera, yeah.
Bye.
Baron.
Party.
Party.
They
That's
used to
what
have
we-
parties in here.
Yeah. That's what this place is for, parties, celebration.
He's here.
Just as I turned the camera off, the spirit talker said, "He's here." And just as he's here, we're about to step outside to see if the spirit talker will keep talking with us here or not. And yeah, so we'll check back in with you guys in a minute. Who is he? He who is here. Is he friendly?
We're going. We'll see you later.
It's dangerous.
Where's it dangerous?
Not dangerous for us.
He screams.
Someone said they heard screams, didn't they?
If it's dangerous,
It's not just me.
it's not just you, huh?
Who else is here? You've got very chatty all of a sudden.
Just as we're about to step out, are you trying to keep us safe?
Cross.
Are you cross? You angry? Or is he? Is that why he screams? Have people heard him scream before?
We fight the darkness.
So if you're of the light and you fight the darkness, what's he?
Who's the darkness? Let's go out for a minute.
We're going to take a step
We're going
outside.
outside.
Bertie.
Bertie?
You're going to have to do more than that if you want to keep us in here.
We enjoy talking to you, so it's a shame we have to go outside.
Emma. Edith.
What was the last thing he said? Something like that, yeah.
We're back. Decided to give you another chance if you want to speak to us.
Edith. Oh, among and Edith. Did you miss us when we were out there? It's quite nice out there, the moonlight. Maybe we go back.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. Is it terrifying for you? Because it certainly isn't for us. We've heard a lot of things tonight. We've heard that it's beautiful here. We heard that you're from the light. We've heard that somebody screams. We've heard a lot, but we've not been impressed. Not yet. You're trying, and we appreciate that. And we were told that somebody has heard screams before, but maybe we won't believe it until we hear it.
could do is put the light on the party light, so it's
That's
flashing
not-
like as if we was at a party.
That's a cool idea. I like that.
We could just set it there, it will reflect off that white
Mm.
screen.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you like to have a party with us?
Five.
5.
5 parties.
You want 5 parties? You will organise them over the weekend. I'm surprised it's not said your name because we've heard that a lot. It's been quite frequent. You said that you knew somebody here. Do you remember their name? Now it's a pie.
We're having a party now.
Why don't you come and dance on the dance floor? Come on, there's a party. You've got to dance at a party.
Blue eyes.
Blue eyes. Almost the
Well, that's
name of one of my
definitely not
songs.
me.
I've got blue eyes. And I've got a song that's almost called Blue Eyes. If it said the name of one of my songs, I would be a bit like...
I was waiting for it.
Ooh,
Yes, it's me.
it's you, huh? Are you
Make
here
more
to...
noise?
Yeah, you here to party with us? Let's make some noise. I don't want to play music because we'll get copyrighted.
Well, it wasn't
In
good.
here.
Are you going to appear to us? That would be awesome if you could.
Nobody else has seen you outside of the mirror. I swear if we get copyright for my own music, I'm not going to be happy.
Car's playing up.
Come on, let's dance.
Correct.
Should I be offended? There's no threat here. This is just for fun. Come and have fun with this. Do you want us to turn the music off? Do you want to stop the party?
Everett.
We don't need any more names. We want to hear what you have to say. Yeah, we want to hear noises. We want to hear a message.
Yeah.
Okay. We,
Stop the camera.
stop the camera.
Make me. Stop my camera.
You know what the funniest part is? My camera did just stop. Not even like after it said it, but before I just noticed it said standby instead of record. And I've been recording.
This one stopped several times, but
Mm. Are you afraid?
We're not afraid.
Is there anything more you want to say before we leave? Well, if that's all you want to say to us, I guess it's time for us to leave.
Blood.
Blood on the dance floor? Or was that murder on the dance floor?
Something just like fell. I felt something fell on my hand and then it tinked on the floor. Wires. Well, if that's all you have to say, then we'll call it here. Thank you for attempting to communicate with us. We've heard a lot of names and a few messages, but now it's time for us to leave. To the spirits of this space, let it be known that the time for communication is over. To anything here that did or didn't communicate with us, you cannot follow. You can no longer interact with us, touch us, be near us, and when we leave, you will stay.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the investigation. Wasn't too bad, was it?
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it was different being indoors for a change, so that added a nice little twist to it.
It was good getting to hear from the people, the owners of the place, and hearing their experiences and trying to see if we could get anything like on the spirit box when it said, or spirit talker when it said man screams or something like that. And obviously people here have heard what they thought could be screaming, so it's cool to get some evidence that reflects not what we've heard but what other people have.
Yeah, I think there were some relevant things on the spirit talker, especially it was like what was it about being beautiful?
Like, beautiful place.
Yeah.
Sort of the string of stuff, because this is kind of known for that. That's its selling point. That's why it's here.
Yeah, and we haven't heard those before said on it.
Even party or anything like that.
Right.
Being a sort of like a party place, that's what it's for.
But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that one, and we appreciate you watching. Give us a thumbs up, a like, a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.
Bye.